see that kind of excitement, and it takes me right back to my first and the excitement. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing as an artist, which that I was taught. And like he said, Poncho brought me into the in terms of the fine art, where I would go out with him and exhibit some of my work. But the first thing he did was to teach me the pros and cons and the do's and the don'ts. And one of the things that always is supposed to happen is that you have to reach back and bring somebody else forward. So I'm congratulating Tracey on doing her first show. I thank you all for coming out to this show. It's very, well attended. It's a lot of different. There's a lot of different parts of me, all intertwined throughout this group of people. And most of you guys know me, so I'm not going to go into my art history and how long I've done this, that, and the other, because you know that. I'm going to go into what makes me feel good. This makes me feel good. I'm glad to see you out here. I'm glad to see you just wanting to participate. Continue to follow the arts. Continue to follow the artists. Continue to support those little children that say, I got a picture. One of my sorors, she sent me a picture the other day, Terry, of, I think it was Denise? She had taken one of my pieces, and one of my pieces is what she used to draw and recreate what she saw. The greatest compliment in the world, y'all. That was more important to me than anything else, because a child will tell you straight up, I like it, or I don't. So if you want some honesty, that's who you ask. Not only will the child tell you that, a parent. And Kibibi's mom is here. My parents, my mom, at 85, and dad. At 87. Hey, this way. So as you can see, another important part of me is family. It doesn't have to be a biological family. I have an artist community. I have an artist community of collectors and friends and associates and folk that I can talk to, I can cry about, I can be praised on. Mr. Jessup, where are you? Come here. I'm gonna tell you why I talk about family. This young man rolled out here. This is my junior high art teacher. So you understand, once you make those connections, and you make those connections with people, they follow you. When somebody gets a piece, when somebody gets a piece of my work, it is the greatest compliment that you can give me. You are now taking something that the Creator gave me to do into your home, which is your spiritual temple, and you're saying, I want you in there. Now I can knock on the door and ask for a piece of chicken. I'm home. But I say that really, it's important to be able to see representations of us on our walls. Back in the day, Good Times, y'all know those shows. Yeah. All of them. And to date, then I looked at the things on the wall, and now I look at the things on the wall. Mm-hmm. I saw Poncho's Black is Black, and a couple of the Cosby shows and some other things. Well, I just had a piece on Coming to America too. So it comes full circle. You just never know when somebody is paying attention to what it is that you're doing. And then again, you don't know when it's going to happen, and you don't know who it's going to reach. And like I say, when it reached that the little 7-year-old, and she drew it better than I did. And that's a part of it. So I want to thank, of course, Kibibi for putting it, as a curator, putting on the show. And all them other people, Tracey, sorry if I'm missing anybody. You know, just Douglas Myers Museum, thank you all for coming out. At any point in time, I'm easy to find. You know how they say your number's all over the place but the bathroom wall? I saw it in the bathroom. But yeah, but again, you know, this is warming my heart. It's warming my heart to see my friends. Y'all my friends and my family. And my family and my friends. And I owe that to one person. So you gotta claim it. When you have an opportunity to let people know, you let people know. I was talking to somebody earlier, and they were talking about spirituality. The piece is way over there on the other wall. And they was like, well, what were you thinking about? I said, at 38, I had a heart attack. That was the first piece that came out after my heart attack. So that's what I was thinking about. So it doesn't take, anything can move you to create. You people will now be a piece, watch, just all together collectively. Because I just see love through it. I see the word love and I see all the people in it. I'm gonna do that. And that's how I see it, and that's what happened. So thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the love, thank you for the support, thank you for coming out. If I missed anybody, blame it on my head at 62 and not my heart. Feel free. I'm going to open the floor up there. If there's any questions for myself and or Tracey, just come up so you can have the mic where you can holler out so we can hear you and we can give you an answer best we can. So, it's up to you guys.
What was your inspiration for the piece, or your piece? I know that's your collaboration.
The collaboration piece. The piece is called Windows to My Eyes 2, T-O-O. And we came up with the T-O-O because of the fact that it was an opportunity for you to see what I do in terms of my images. And Tracey walked by and was looking at it, and she was like, I see something else going on in it. And that's how that works. And the key to doing a collaboration is that the two pieces or the two artists connect with what it is that they're doing. And you see one piece, but if you pick it apart, you can see the both of us in it. That's the collaboration. There's a couple collaborations in here. So that was the main piece, and that's how we came up with that with the piece. We turned out our piece. Terrence.
How did you determine what would be displayed out of everything that you had? How did you whittle it down to what were
Well, Kibibi gave us the name of the show, exhibit, not the show, the exhibit. And then you go in deep in terms of just picking it apart and how you want to interact. We picked out like 15 pieces of each. And when she hung the show, I saw it beforehand, but when she hung the show, it was like, it's like you walking into somebody's room and you feel this whole feeling. And then you walk over here into this room and you feel this feeling, not this feeling I had to drink that day. And you go in here and it's musical. You know, you get right here and it's spiritual. So, but it all interacts. And as doing the black and white that I do, the way that I see it, the way that I love it, and Tracey's work being black and white, it was a great marriage, literally. And just bringing the two collaborations together and having interact. And most times I'll tell anybody, I don't usually I like all my work together, as opposed to when if I'm with another artist, because it's so separate. You know, you might have full of color and I do what I do. But this was a nice mixture. And it worked. And you know, we're actually going to Ghana in October. And the one thing I was telling Tracey, I said, you know, I'm thinking ahead. Yeah, I said I want to do another show with you, and we're going to call it Ghana. And it's going to go from the experience of being in Africa, because the first time I went to Africa was with Poncho for Artists to Africa. I know how I felt when I left. So I can only imagine what it's going to feel like to go there again. And now, 5 years later, get another feeling of that. So that would be the next thing I have coming up.
Also, just in answer to that question, how all of these things are themed together, if you do not have a catalog, an exhibition catalog, please get it. And inside of that exhibition catalog, there is a curatorial essay, if you will. And that is the assignment to the artist, really. It's the story behind the exhibition. So it's not just, I hope that it feels themed, because it's not just kind of randomly, I like that, throw it on the wall. It's not, although that is a way of showing work, and that is a beautiful way of showing work. But what this is a story and an answer to a theme, and they did an amazing job. Some of it is by collaboration and working on a piece together, and some of it is by looking in their archives and seeing what pieces answered the theme. So, yeah.
Enjoy. Check out the walls. Feel free to grab a catalog.
And all the work is for sale.
Everything is for sale. I dig in. Any other